we have discussed how virtue is the scale on which we balance our vices to obtain harmony in living. When we learn a virtue, we are learning the fulcrum of a vice, the center point that balances our actions in existence. I know not everyone is familiar with sports and the rules of the games, yet this was the best way to explain how vices and virtues work in real life. I will be using the game of baseball in this explanation to identify the components behind living a harmonious life. The field of play is the baseball diamond, representing our lived experience. There are chalk lines that clearly identify when a ball is in play or is foul. A foul ball is an error in the game that does not allow you to try to advance to the bases. You are the batter hitting the ball. The ball is the virtue. Your swing is the vice, and where it lands on the baseball diamond tells you if your actions were good or bad. In the game of life, our chalk lines are human rights. If the hit ball of virtue lands outside the baselines, resulting in actions that harm, it is foul. You are not allowed to advance to the bases, and you have to continue batting until you hit a fair ball into play. Let's walk through a foundational virtue on the baseball diamond of life. Today's pitch is gratitude, the ability to give appreciation and receive it. The concept of gratitude can be found in the ancient Greek language as Eucharistia, meaning to give thanks. A virtue is always going to be about what you give, the pitch that is coming off the mound in the game of life. When the ball is hit, these are the choices we make. There are pop flies, grounders, line drives, etc. Describing the action of the ball once hit. These are the vices employed surrounding our virtue. In our example, thankfulness, gratefulness, appreciation, etc. For the positive things in life are types of hits or vices. Where the chosen hit lands on the field of play determines whether or not the actions chosen in your vice are harmful. A harmful vice is a hit that lands outside of the chalk lines of human rights. A foul ball. Let's put our example into a lived experience for further clarity. The virtue of gratitude towards being alive is the pitch. Some of the choices to approach this virtue would be faith and nihilism. These are the vices. We can live a full life in either choice as long as the hit remains inside the baselines of human rights. A foul ball for these two vices is to think being alive is not purposeful enough to respect all life. These examples are extremes of the vices employed. This is an introductory course on how to human in the world. In more advanced courses, we would be learning how the flight path of the ball and the intervention of other players on the hit's trajectory affect our vices. For now, we are only going to cover the basics. Most teachings about virtues are structured in a reward system. Our course is structured in proven evidence in support of virtue, where the vices are the choices made, not the desired outcome. Our desires are individual choices, not outside temptations. This is the truth of reality surrounding vices. As we learn the baselines of virtue and vices we most commonly use surrounding those virtues, your homework is going to be to identify how these things represent in your life. Find the extremes you currently do, because you thought them to be a fair ball in the game, and please share them in the comments for others. This will help everyone to identify the extremes of vices causing harm in their own worlds. It is good atonement for the miscalculated hits prior to learning better. Batter up!